Hello, boys and girls. Today is Monday, November 2nd. We are starting a new month, and I hope you had an awesome Halloween weekend. And I want to go over our story of the week. So this week is lesson 11, and we are in week 12, and we are in our lesson 11. And the story of the week is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. And these are the vocabulary words for the story. So the first vocabulary word, number 1, understand. These children talk to each other with their hands. They understand sign language. Number 2, gathered. The students gathered around the computer in order to see the screen. Number 3, impatient. This girl looks impatient. She is tired of waiting so long. Number 4, impossible. It is impossible to hear when there is so much noise. Number 5, believe. People clap if they believe or feel someone has done a good job. Number 6, problem. Raise your hand if you have a problem or need help. Number 7, demand. These lights and sirens demand that everyone get out of the way. Number 8, furious. Babies cry when they are angry. This baby is furious. So in the story Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, the target skill that we are going to be looking at is how we draw conclusions. So we're going to look at some clues in the story and infer and predict what could happen in the story. So Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type is a humorous fiction. It is a story that is written to make the reader laugh. And as you read, look for characters who do or say funny things. Or also look for events that would not really happen in real life. So the essential question is how can people and animals help each other? And this story is written by Doreen Cronin and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Again, the essential question is how can people and animals help each other? Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on a strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Analyze the text. Conclusions. How does Farmer Brown feel about the notes? How can you tell? No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety-clack, moo. Closed. No milk, no eggs. Cows that type? Hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Analyze the text. Author's word choice. Moo sounds like the noise a cow makes. What other sound words does the author repeat? Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Splash. The end. Hope you enjoyed that story. What conclusions can you draw from the story?